Hey everyone, welcome back to Unsealed and Revealed. I'm your host, Terry Smith, and with me as always is my friend and fellow 6 Kilo aficionado, Guy Klender. Hey Guy, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Terry. Glad to show off a big die-hard figure like this.
Really, really excited to see you do it. Also with us and minding the store, making sure that all the comments get sent our way and all the questions are asked is my good friend Paul Hernandez. How you doing, Paul?
I'm good. Hello, everyone. I hope
Hello there,
everyone's
Paul.
doing okay out there. Yes, I'm ready. Look,
Yeah.
look how festive
Look,
I am.
yeah,
I'm
you
seeing that,
got the
man.
birthday
I'm
balloons up.
Is somebody
Yeah.
having? I'm thinking that there's a birthday boy in the house right now. Wait. I'm getting it right here. It's the house is the birthday boy. Sideshow's birthday.
The house always wins. Isn't that what that means? But the house always gets cake.
Yes.
That's kind of what they.
yes.
I think that's what it means.
Sideshow's actual 27th birthday. So thank you all so much for celebrating with us. And of course, we're celebrating all week with Sideshow's birthday extravaganza. Again, you guys can go to side.show/birthday21 for if you want to keep up to date on everything that we're doing and join the ranks of us, just a bunch of balloonatics ready to get the show on the road. We're 27. We're celebrating 2 years of Sideshow being able to rent a car. So I think everyone's ready to go.
That's pretty exciting. And Sideshow's only been able to drink for like 6 years right now. While we're on that note, yeah. I probably should point out to everybody as well, everybody out there, that we are going to be giving away today's figure, the Hot Toys Mark 85 die-cast Iron Man figure. So look forward to details about that in the very near future. Just in the next few minutes, we're going to let a few other people join the chat before we give that out. In addition, we are going to be doing, as always, our guest reveal. So look forward to that later on in about 15 minutes till the top of the hour. But until that time, I think it's time for us to hand the baton off to Guy. Guy, walk us through this figure.
All right, here we are, and this is one of our die-cast figures. So the packaging they do with these is always pretty extreme, and I do like what they are. As you can see there, and I'm going to turn it up on an angle to catch some of the light on there, is into that foam they've pressed in his arc reactor, Avengers symbol, kind of the Nano style on there. You can see when it catches the light that you have both the gloss and the other. I love how it pops when you see almost his light effects. There, you're going to have all of your credits. And as we've seen on the others, they are still doing the character and Avengers there. Slide this baby up. Love that sound. I do enjoy the sound of that coming out.
I have to just say I'm really excited that they're going forward with this whole.
I love it. I love these packages.
Typically reserved for War Machine back in the day. But.
Exactly. So, and then on the front, you have that stamped, the different mark depending on which one. They have the cover there. Spin that around on the back. You're going to drop that out. That is what we'll call the lower tray. Is attached into there. In that lower tray is going to be your battery compartment and tools, dynamic stand, and his accessory piece. We're going to set that off there. Now, always be a little gentle when you're lifting up. This is a styrofoam piece that is put in the styrofoam case, so be a little more gently when you lift up.
Yeah, don't want to snap that.
Exactly. Now inside, he is going to be all plasticed up. You are going to have a few foam pieces. Now I've removed those foam pieces.
Thank you.
Around there.
Oh, look at it.
Boom. Take a peek. Isn't it gorgeous?
It is, and I'm not just so everybody knows, I did open up my Mark 50 figure just to for later on down the road. We're going to be doing the posing session, and I was just going to use this as like a guide for Guy, putting the guy in guide.
I love that. I'm really very pleased that you're doing that for me.
I've been looking at this for the entirety of the broadcast up to this point, and looking at that thing coming out, it was just like, that pattern, that color scheme, the paint job is pure classic Iron Man armor from the 60s, 70s.
It is that aged gold and that hot rod red.
Yeah, and you just the beauty of just using the nanoparticles as a means of just creating that musculature that we saw in that early armor. You were just like, my brain always told me that can't actually happen. Well, in reality, it can. We see it in the in-game film. So, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Really good.
It's amazed me to see how the suits have evolved, you know, with that
Right.
clunky number 1 all the way up here to 85. And you look at that, the sleekness that it is now, but, you know, he's always kind of liked his standard color scheme. We saw different ones in the house party, but for the most part, always stayed with those original colors.
The race car red and the Midas gold.
Exactly.
So,
now they do have light up effects. You have some batteries up here in the head, battery compartment in the back, battery compartment on each tricep, and then on the side. Now, Terry, I'm going to turn these on. I've already pre-batteried here, but
Good.
we will talk about it. The lighting effects on these, again, are just really, really popping.
That's good to know. Yeah, it's always exciting when they're, better. More is better than less. When it comes
Exactly.
to,
Yeah.
The lights on an Iron Man armor. I want to see that thing from afar.
Yes.
Even better if I can light up a room with it. But I know that's asking a lot.
This is
Although
pretty amazing.
I have enough Iron Man figures. I may be able to pull that off. Test sometime in the future.
Now make sure to read those instructions. This is going to talk you through where your battery compartments are, how to do it, and such.
Getting back to that sleekness of the design, I think I first noticed that ever so slightly with the Mark 45, right? And
Yeah, that to me was that new, what I'll call the new sleek.
yeah, and then they just became even more sleek as time went by. I almost said more sleeker, which I hope somebody would have slapped me with their camera baton.
You'd have been given a talking to about.
It's much more louder.
Much more louder. All right.
Yeah.
So, just to take a peek with some light effect. All right. And of course, there's a special light effect that is coming with this figure that everyone will be wanting to take a peek at. Boom. Turning my lights off here on the underlighting.
Yeah.
And Sam's going to knock off some others.
You are not kidding, man. That is really bright.
See how bright those are? I mean,
Hashtag nailed it.
boom. Really, these are some of the brightest I've seen in any of our light up features with the Iron Man figures. Very, very bright. Now, I'm going to bend the arm so you can see that he does have the reactors there. We are going to talk about that arm in particular being the one that later on will have the Nano Gauntlet on. All right, so we'll talk about that, but we can turn the lights back on, I guess, for the moment, unless there's any questions on the lighting before we do that. Any questions on lights, Paul? On light up effect?
We sure do, actually. We have one quick question that had gotten asked. We're just not going to mind that super creepy shadow that just went by you at all. That's totally fine, Guy. It might have been Thanos' ship.
Okay, now I didn't see creepy shadow, so that makes it even creepier.
Exactly. No, it didn't happen. Yes, people do want to know if either you or Terry have some tips and tricks about Iron Man suits and getting those batteries in.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we each have
time off from work.
Yeah. I will say that, yeah, I think Terry's right. And in that is take your time with them. That's always incredibly important. Most of the time with the batteries, they're always going to be done in triplicate. Okay, any place that you're putting the batteries. So I tend to do what I've referred to on the show as the sandwich technique, where I'll get one battery in, and then the second battery in. Those usually between the little spring and plate usually allow for no movement. And then I take that middle battery and slide that in. I will say, get yourself tweezers. All right. We've talked about. I
actually bought a few more.
Yeah, we've talked about tools. Now they are going to give you tweezers that come in the little tool kit here.
If we can just get the camera, just cut to me really quick on the, because I can just show you guys. Like if you go to Hobby Lobby, I got a set at Hobby Lobby the other day of just all these different types of tweezers. You've got the pointy kind, but not quite as sharp, so they won't do nearly as much damage if you happen to snag. Then you've got these nice little hooked ones for getting into hard to reach places. Flattened ones. So yeah, just get over to Hobby Lobby and just check out the hobby section in Hobby Lobby. It's weird that a store named Hobby Lobby needs a hobby section, but there it is.
But yes, there's model stores. You can find things online, but get yourself some tweezers. I am going to show you the ones that you are going to get in your set that comes with it, so you don't think right off the bat, oh no, I don't have any of this. They're going to give you the very small screwdriver. All right. And this one is one I have a number of the different Iron Men that have come with this, so I always have this around, particularly up in the head. These ones are very, very tiny, but I have a number of the different small screwdrivers. They're going to give you these transparent.
Yeah, the standard issue plastic Hot Toys tweezers.
And then you're going to see this here they'll use. This little plastic, almost looks like a flathead screwdriver, will allow you to kind of lift up flaps, things like that, and not worry about doing any scratching.
That's in my experience, that's unusual to get both the tweezers and the and the pry bar.
It's nice to have all.
It's a welcome addition.
It's nice to have them all included in there. Yeah. So the last two pieces that light up were down by the legs. Cool. Now I'm going to turn the light off again real quick and see if you can see. Here's two new light up spots for me, is the back of the head of the helmet.
That is cool. I didn't know that would be there.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Right? Delightful. Exactly. Now, since we have the lights on, I am going to do this in the dark, and we'll talk through it as well. And what I'm going to do is swap out the arm for the Nano Gauntlet arm.
While you're doing that, I actually never got the chance to say what my favorite technique was for putting in batteries, and that's typically just to scream at them until they fall into line.
Oh well, that'll work. That'll work. Mm-hmm. Now, when the lights are back on, yes, I will talk you through it. But I did want you to see
that went on pretty quick.
Went on incredibly fast, and nice. Look at how the light is going through each one and really, really picking them up.
It's such a neat design, the Nano Gauntlet on the Mark 85. I mean, I liked the Nano Gauntlet they used when they were playing the game of Hot Potato. Obviously, the Hulkified Gauntlet. Mm-hmm. But just him coming up with that Infinity Gauntlet for his Iron Man armor, just on the spur of the moment like that.
It was very, very cool. Now, the Nano Gauntlet hand and arm. Okay, it's going to be inside your tray. Looks just like this. It is the entire arm piece that swaps out. Gauntlet then has all of the lighting in there, nice and bright in the different colors. And they are an articulated finger. And that, of course, also shows our repulsor in that. All right. Now, before I turn on the lights, Paul, any questions on Light Up Infinity Gauntlet?
We did have a question about the duration of the battery life in your experience, Guy and Terry. About how long would you say that people can expect to have to replace the batteries? Again, obviously, if you leave it on, forever, it's going to be a lot quicker. But on average, if someone's doesn't have the batteries on too long.
Well, it's gonna obviously depend. When you first get these figures, obviously they're pretty straight from the factory. If this is, you haven't put it on display for a few years and this, that, and the other, obviously no. I usually tend to have a lot of extra batteries. I'll buy a bulk of the different types. These are often LR 51s and all. And so I'll have a battery backup. I know that Terry doesn't tend to light his stuff as much as I do.
I find there's a reason for that. I find that just the use of the batteries and the lights is fundamental for things like photography. Unless you're better than the average Joe with Photoshop and want to actually just light your arc reactors in Photoshop, and just want to catch it all in camera, then yeah, obviously you're going to want to have all those things lit up. So when I'm shooting for that, then I'll put the batteries in a figure. But if for just display, having all those arc reactors and needing to light and have everything you have to go through to light them all up, it's just kind of impractical for a display. So typically I don't do it. I like to have the armor up there and just admire it as it is for the work part that it is. And only use the arc reactors when I need to. While we're talking about this, I probably should mention now's the time that we're going to begin the Gleam giveaway for this Iron Man Mark 85. So you can get your own and decide for yourself whether you want to put batteries into it or not. Paul, you want to let them know what I think that it's side.show / Unseal Mark 85 is the site that you want to go to. Is that right? And there you can see them.
So the side.show Unseal Mark 85 is if you wanted to just go ahead and check out the Mark 85 that Guy and Terry are unsealing right now. But to enter for the Gleam giveaway, which we will pick a winner for live a little bit later, head to side.show / Iron Man 85 giveaway. That's side.show / Iron Man 85 giveaway for your chance to win this piece. You're not going to win the one that Terry and Guy are posing, unfortunately. So you're going to have to break in your own piece. But
yes, you'll be putting the batteries in yourself.
So, and again, remember everyone, we will be picking a winner live. Now, you have to be present to win. And of course, like all of our giveaways, due to international giveaway laws, it is a US only giveaway. Again, because of international giveaway laws, you have to be a US resident to enter and win this piece. Unfortunately, if you, so if you enter and you win and you're an international customer, unfortunately, we can't send you the piece. So it is US only giveaways, as with all of our giveaways currently. So, but yeah, side.show / Iron Man 85 giveaway right now. And we'll pick a winner in a little bit towards the end of the show.
And just look at everything that thing comes with. Okay, Guy, let's, what are you going to do with this thing, Guy?
Well, okay, I'm going to show off. We're actually going to do accessories, and then you and I are going to talk articulation. Now that we've got that gauntlet here on the back, which is where I also said there's a light up effect, you're going to remove there. You see that there are 3 pins. Those 3 pins line up with the 3 pins that you see there.
Convenient.
On his big blaster there. Exactly. Yeah, look at that. They lined them up. Mm-hmm. Pressure fits in. That is such an impressive thing. To see there.
Hey, Thor, hit me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bam. And the other option that you have here is there is a helmetless Tony portrait.
Right.
And that's going to be right here. This is also going to come with a magnetic cowl. Okay.
Yes.
And that will drop in like so if we're swapping out portrait. Of course, I think with the gauntlet and all on at the moment.
That's a bit of a step up. They've used similar techniques to just create the illusion of him having that gorget or whatever it is around his neck. I think it looks like they've really stepped up their game with this one. It just looks like a lot more fitted, and I think that's probably just as much to do with the design of the armor for the film as it is for the figure itself.
Yes,
Hot Toys translated it nicely for the use of that portrait.
Now, both of the neck pieces are magnetic and drop in there, but as you can see, they are different, and you will know if you put in one incorrectly. I want to talk about the arms and the light up feature. Okay, the battery compartment is going to be in the tricep. And you see when we look, we talked about how bright those were, right? Okay,
got to wear shades.
That's with our hand removed. Mm-hmm. All right, you're going to have the articulated finger hands. Okay, that are also going to
love those.
Once I drop that out, or you have the blasting of the repulsors, and they give you a little bit of bend in the wrist. I can put that on as well, like so. Now that's just me holding it up, and you can see that the light is still coming through. What I wanted to say that's a little bit different about this is on the hand that we had the gauntlet, this is actually the entire arm piece that slides out. Okay. See,
I like that system. It's really it's really efficient.
Yep.
And
It makes it very, very efficient. And I think another reason they might be doing this, Terry, is that it is allowing, particularly for this Infinity arm, to really blast a lot of good, clean light through to get all of those to glow the way they do.
I really want to see that comic book, by the way. Tony Stark and the Infinity Arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I dig that one there. Well, let's see if we put back on. Put that there. Now this, what I like is this is one of the first times we've seen that the hand repulsor lights in a closed fist way. Most of the time in the closed fist, we haven't necessarily gotten the light up, but we do in this, which I dig. All right. So since we've got them apart like already, why don't we start talking articulation?
Yeah, I'm all for, that's one of my favorite parts of the game.
Yep.
So let's see what this thing can do. What's it capable of?
All right, we got that ball jointed head. And we've got neck as well, giving us a lot of motion that we're able to do with it. All right. Getting here to the arm with your shoulder pads. These are attached, they're not removable. Okay.
Looks like they're spring loaded, are
But
they?
they are a spring load. Okay, so adjust those up. Terry, you're always
that way you can lift it out of the way and make sure you don't it's not really good for posing, but it's good for lifting it out of the way and making sure that you don't scratch the paint on your shiny new figure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to rotate as well.
Yes.
Which is nice. I always love when you can see even more of the mechanics.
It was a great way of translating, because it doesn't quite 100% look like that in the films, but they translate it in such a way that they can make it practical. They can actually make the figure work the way that it needs to work. But at the same time, when you look at it, you still have that illusion of this brilliant Tony Stark's brilliant design going into it. So
now let's talk the next bit of articulation I want to do with the arm. Okay, you get obviously full up and over, but now when we are going to do the bicep bend, okay, we can go to 90 very easy. It has a natural kind of stopping point when it does it. Then you're actually going to lift the bicep up. It's kind of a hinged element. You go like so. All right. Allowing us.
So very, very similar to the Mark 85.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Where you
Terry
lift
says
up.
he did it on his own Mark 85. So.
Yep. You lift and do like so. With
it's significantly more range of motion than the Mark 85. If I'm seeing this right.
This is a huge amount of range of motion.
Awesome.
Again, here when we're looking.
Terry, do you mean the Mark 50?
Yes. What did I say?
You're saying 85.
Yes, I meant the Mark 50. Thank you.
All right. So, a lot of great arm articulation. And again, gives it a really nice look when he is in that fist. And up. All right. Coming to the side bends, or as we call them, the Terry Smiths.
This Terry twist?
The Terry twist. You are able to lift that up and it'll disconnect. Here in the front and here on the side, you do have small, delicate panels that react and can move. So be cautious of that when you are doing it. But yes, allowing for some Terry twisting.
Hashtag Terry twist.
Hashtag Terry twist.
Yes, make it a thing.
All right. Now, once we get over here and down toward the hip, you'll see that
nice. Hip flip.
Up on both plates. This allows us to really lift and move that leg. This leg is also the type that will drop down to give you more motion. As you can hear, those are ratchet joints. Then I drop those panels back.
That's not bad. That's not bad, man. That's almost a good sidekick right there.
Exactly. You can get a good, if I then pivot the other, you can get a little.
You're really close. Actually, you have like his fists are up like he's almost approaching a boxing pose, and then you did that. He's very much, auditioning for his role in Kickboxer 18.
There we go.
Part they're at. Yeah.
Then we get, again, you can probably hear those ratcheted joints.
Who doesn't love that sound?
Goes almost full 90. Now we're going to spin this around and show you something I think you're going to want to see.
It's time for Tread Watch.
Bam!
Boom. I got to work on my timing with that.
All right.
Next time.
Check that out. Does have the repulsor. Now, that isn't a light effect in there, but it is on there. This is neat tread that he's got on there. Boom.
Nailed it.
Little nano gauntlet-y. All right.
I wonder often if they actually, because I've never actually paused the film or any of the films or delved deeply enough into the art books that I own to find out if they actually feature paintings, drawings, what have you, of
how the
Iron Man's boots.
Yeah.
So
it would be a neat one to see.
So do they have access to any assets that would enable them to actually duplicate that?
Or is that the one area of artistic license?
Exactly. Are they just making it up as they go? Either way, it looks great. So yeah.
So what I've
Keep
done
up what you're doing.
here while I've had it is to flex the foot, but also pull out both of the panels, as you can see right there. And we're going to turn it to the side as well. Also on the front, that will also move. Okay.
Yeah, so that enables more movement.
And gives us a little bit of rock back and forth. And then, of course, plenty front and back. And then once I have it into place, drop those panels
Awesome.
in. All right. So what's neat is it's kind of the blown out and then more of the closed. All right. Great motion there. And then also allows us the twist out of the leg. Okay, so we get the rotation.
All right.
As well. So yeah, when you talked earlier and you were like, wow, he can get that kick. I can get a huge.
Pretty good. That's a pretty good split.
Okay.
I mean, that's probably more than I can do.
Big stance.
Yeah.
Change on that. But
I mean, obviously, you would never pose it that way because it would just look a little bit I can't.
No,
I can't
don't say never. You may.
Huh?
You may. Who knows?
Now you're doing something. That's cool. But see, that's different. That's a completely different look.
Here's what I find interesting about that. I mean, he's not on the stand. This is just on its own.
And not even flat-footed on that right foot.
Correct. This is a very balanced die-cast figure, which is nice.
I love those. The kind that almost pose themselves.
Yeah,
makes my job a lot easier.
Which is good because it's difficult when you're having me do stuff and if there's
So speaking of that, why don't we just go ahead and we should just go ahead and get the posing session started.
Let's just play. Let's just play. We do have, and it will come with it, and so let's show it off as well. You will have your dynamic stand.
Oh, good. That's a welcome addition.
With your Avengers Endgame logo down in there as well. And you've all seen these before. And Terry, that's just a quick clip to show that it does hold that weight.
Nice to see that it's functional. I think somebody asked in the chat how to use the stand. That's pretty. It's pretty much self-explanatory when you get it and put it together. Slap the top on there and just spread those forceps wide and let them do their job.
And on the inside is perhaps this might be somebody's first figure like that. You will see on the inside where it's going to touch the figure. It has foam on there. Okay, but that. Mechanical arm that allows you to move it does hold up. That screwdriver we talked about, you're going to use that to tighten that at whatever height you want. All right. So
before we move on to the posing session, I just want to remind people who may have just joined us in the past 15 minutes that we are giving away an Iron Man Mark 85 diecast 6-scale figure just like this one in a Gleam competition today that is currently active. For details on that, go to side.show/Iron Man 85 giveaway. Now, you have to be present in the chats to win this contest. And due to international law, we can only offer this to U.S.-based viewers at this time. So good luck to everyone participating in that, and looking forward to seeing who wins in the future.
Now, we just showed off one of the press photos, so let's actually show that you do have that removable front plate.
Okay, great,
Okay?
great, cool.
That also, just like the back one, is done with the 2 little tension prongs. All right, boom.
Right, cool.
All right, so now, Terry, what would you like to do? Anything other than than floor punch?
We're
Anything
not
but floor
doing any
punch.
ground pounds today. I know there are going to be requests for that if there haven't already been in the chat, but it's just too complex. We don't want to do any damage to this figure, so let's just, yeah.
Not that the figure can't do that.
That's like my faith in Guy. I don't want Guy to screw this figure up.
Yeah,
so we're not
don't
gonna do
screw
that.
it up, Guy.
I think that for today, though, there are a lot of people who are asking for the finger snap pose.
The finger snap pose. All right.
Yeah. So I know that, that will also enable us to do something that we haven't done yet, and that's to show off just how to switch out the Iron Man portrait for the Tony Stark portrait.
Okay.
So kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's do that.
All right. So I'm going
And I've seen you nail this, so I don't know that you need much direction from me. I think that you'll probably be able to pull this off just on your own. This is something you have some experience with. I never have myself. So
You've never swapped them?
I've swapped the head sculpts plenty of times, sure, but hitting the finger snap pose for the end of in-game pose that everybody's asking for.
Right. Okay.
I've seen you do that or something similar.
There's our swap out. Sorry if I didn't show that necessarily on camera. Again, as I said, you're going to have that different cowl. Okay. When you first do it and you lift up your head, it's not going to lift up the cowl as well. You then go and lift that up on its own. So you're going to have the head, the neck, and cowl there. All right. We've talked about the individual articulated. Terry, with something like this and trying to see if it can do it, I always find it fun to actually hold my hand. How do I want it? And then try and mimic it. So if I can get you, I want you to hold your hand out, and I'm going to. All right, so you're going with it. Snap.
Now, did Tony do a first finger? Tony did a second finger snap, right? Yeah.
All right.
Stand when I do it too, man. I snap with authority.
All right. See, incredibly close if we can, Sam.
So it's like it's in mid gesture. You're not going to get the full touching of the fingers. Yeah.
Snap. All right, and again.
And if we would almost do it just like this, because the digits, including like the thumb over here, but just try to get them in such a way that they're
on the.
I don't think you're going to want to look.
Okay, but that's. Or do we want to lower it?
The tiger.
When I was doing that, as I was actually kind of that way, I'm not worried.
And I'm trying to decide
here in the rear end if I'm dropping that up and over.
Yes. So it does. Thanos has a Facebook, either in the Let Your Geek Set Show Facebook Dream Live right now.
Yeah, they didn't include that in the disclaimer.
Terry, and how are we? Oh, he is to the ground.
I love it. I love it a lot. I think is kind of, and this is just twist him a little bit. Yeah, definitely have him twisted just a little bit towards his right. If you can just show it on camera. I'm not sure if you're seeing my feed, but I see how so the feet are closer together like that.
Let's take a look. The same point, please. We are doing that. While he's doing that, I am going to remove the left hand that was a fist, the articulated fingers.
Right. Here we go.
Giving us a little more option.
You see that guy? I've got just my feet a little bit closer together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Just kind of creates like a little bit of a triangle down there. I just think it's a bit more attractive. I haven't got any source material in front of me to see what it looks like, but I'm just guessing that he also does that a little bit too. His feet.
Okay.
His feet are probably in reality somewhere a little bit between where mine were there and where yours are, but I think that's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Putting a little more together there.
Looks like our tech issues have been resolved.
A little more together.
We're kicking again on YouTube.
A little more together there. There you go.
That's good.
What are you thinking about the left arm? It was up a little bit, but let's talk about.
I think that
Is he got his shoulders hunched up a bit?
I'm just trying to think of how he would. I think the back shoulder would be like down, and the right shoulder would be a little bit up. If that makes any sense. And what that would also do is like give you a little bit of that. If you lean the body back, if you lean the torso back, kind of like what I've got going on here. Obviously, I don't have the. Obviously, I don't have the same hand that you do. I don't even have my articulated hand going on here, but just kind of how I've got him.
All right, I've got him looking over.
Yeah.
I'm going to move this up front like
That's
so.
cool.
I'm going to take the left back semi-relaxed stance on the fingers.
And while Guy is doing this, I just want everybody to know that now we're going to begin the part of the Tuesday Unsealed and Reveal that we like to call Guess the Reveal, in which you guys try to guess which figure we're going to be unsealing and revealing next Tuesday on the show. So go ahead and shout it out in the comments, and Paul's going to monitor that and let us know when we have a winner.
Boy, I love being able to do that with a figure.
Isn't it fun? Yeah.
Look at that.
Cool to know
Look
somebody
at
out there is
just. I
doing
mean, yeah, this is going to be fun. I can't wait because I know you and I have both got this figure on order. It's going to be neat to talk to you over the phone and both come up with how we want to do it. Because
you know, I personally, I love what you've got going on there with the Tony kneeling foot pose. I think you've got a good. Oh, look at you!
I mean,
yeah, you're bringing the man in, aren't you?
I mean,
there we go. And just kind of like, oh man, there you go. There is your display, ladies and gentlemen.
All
That's
right.
what we're
So
after.
when we talk about how you can create a scene, there are very few that are as memorable as this. When we had the in-game cap, you were able to see how he looks battling him. Obviously, you can bring him and Thor, and at some time, you and I'm sure Terry, both at home and here, will have them completely laid out that way. But this is just a fun way to see how those figures can interact.
Cool. Well, let's as great as this pose in, and this is my least favorite part of posing figures, is actually breaking a pose down so that you can move on to the next pose. In fact, I've sometimes actually put off doing work for like a full day just so I can keep admiring a setup like that I've created. So,
all right, so we want to try another one with this one.
Yeah, I think. Do you have a Cap and a Thor handy?
I do have Cap. Thor is in the other world.
Okay.
But he'll be.
You know, let's just do a hit me. Go ahead and swap that head out and break out the lightning lightning receiver, the lightning absorber, whatever that cool thing that he has that he puts on his back. Yeah, let's bring that into play, and let's just create that moment where he's just like locked. He's got his chest out. He's got his fists raised up, like not quite a boxer stance. Yeah.
Let's take a look close up on the two that I've got on the turntable. Those are your different neck pieces. You're gonna have the lower one.
That's for the head.
For when you have the helmet, giving you more articulation.
Yes.
Boom. Little tighter up when it's him. All right. So we are not going to have Nano Gauntlet on, correct?
No, Nano Gauntlet. We're going to go right back to just regular fist, and you're going to have him standing tall, his feet probably shoulder width apart, just to have that stability. Maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width apart.
There's just that hand.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, I love that. I love the gauntlet. All right, flipping on. These are
and
all.
While he's doing that, I just want to say that we actually have a winner for Guess the Reveal. Paul, am I right?
Jeez. Really?
We sure do. Yes.
Talk to me, Goose, because I'm dying to know. Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
So, we do have a figure, but you know what, Terry? We're going to make you wait just a little bit longer.
Are we? Okay, that's fine.
You have a winner, and we will announce the winner. I've got the name written down. I've got the platform they were on, but we're going to wait a little bit longer.
Oh man, anticipation! I really want to know what next week's figure is.
It's amazing that they nabbed it. They're
You
nabbing
need
them.
to know that for your job.
Yes, it's essential. Yeah, it's crucial, and it's actually fun for me that I don't get to know. I get to find out like along with everybody else. So yeah,
I dig that too. I can't wait to lift the thing off and see what we're doing here. Okay, so I just did set. I do have Cap with me as well, and you wanted him. Okay, so now I
don't usually go for this in my poses. What I want to go for in this one is symmetry, because I'm pretty sure that he was pretty symmetrical when he did this pose.
Mm-hmm.
Now, looking at it now, I think the legs are just ever so slightly too far apart. You've already kind of adjusted for that just
Mm-hmm.
now as I was watching. But
You
just
want both?
try to eyeball it and just make that like his knees are slightly bent.
Oh.
He's got his chest stuck out like he's getting
And
ready
you
to
want
use
both-
the unibeam.
You want both repulsor hands going.
I do not. I want fists.
You want fists.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah,
fisticuffs.
definitely fists.
Time for fisticuffs.
It's business time, man. It is business time. So
All
he's
right.
he's got those fists out. He's clenched because he's about to absorb all that energy and redirect it through his chest.
All right. Okay, got that. And we're going to give you a symmetry like so.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do the same thing with my Mark 50 here. And
Okay.
yeah.
Now that I've got the symmetry here, am I going
you've got
wider
the
on the
symmetry,
leg
baby.
stance?
I think that's solid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid leg
And again,
stance
we're
there.
I think that's he looks like he's on solid footing, like he's braced for impact.
Yeah, what do we think about maybe putting 1 foot forward as though he's in a catching motion?
Sure. Yeah.
Just wondering how we feel about that. You know what? You're right. I like the other. All right. Let's talk about our arms.
Okay, we're going to have the elbows ever so slightly behind his back,
All right.
because that'll actually help to enhance the illusion of him shoving his chest out in front of him.
Okay. So,
And we're going to want the
Butterfly
we're going to
joints.
want the hands to be about parallel with his lower pecs. I'm sorry, but pretty much in alignment with his lower pecs. I'm trying to do it right here, but
Yep.
yeah.
got
And then
me.
actually physically stick his chest out as much as you can, using the torso to assist if you can. But
All right.
Yeah.
To do that, I'm going to also kind of bend downward.
I love this. I love doing this so much.
It's fun doing this
I'm
right along
getting
with you.
fingerprints all over my Mark 50, and I don't care.
All right. What are you thinking? Something like that?
Okay, let me get a look at that from the side. Yeah, lean that forward a little bit, I think. Yeah, I think that little minor adjustment that you made there at the end really helped.
Even
Yeah.
though he does have an ability to, at the waist, kind of bend back forward, I find that if it's just straight, it's looking a little more intense
Cool,
than
that's
what
it,
I
yeah.
had before.
Like he's going to absorb it and then he'll shove his chest out, but he's totally braced for it. You nailed the hands. Now that we've got that guy, can we do our usual thing and have you step aside? So
Oh, of course,
people-
I'm out of here.
Yeah, just get a close-up shot of that figure, and yeah. That's pretty great. Yeah.
Oh, that looks really good.
Yeah, he's totally ready to get hit.
Look at how bright those lights are. Crazy.
Yeah. And after as long as we've had them on as well, they've been on for a good half an hour and they're still going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've really upped their game. They've really upped their game with the lights and with the batteries.
There's
It's
his buddy.
pretty strong. Yeah.
Buddy gonna help him.
Yeah. Oh man, when you get robust Thor into the mix,
Exactly.
That's,
I'm
that's gonna
I'm
be
real excited to
spectacular.
have them all against
that's
Against-
that's your Marvel Trinity right there, man.
your big baddie.
Yeah. Such a great film, such a great moment, such a great collection of really awesome figures for to represent it. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is it's going to be a heck of a moment. We've got one more to create this.
On
that
his
we're
way.
talking about.
Stay tuned.
Yes, exactly. Stay
Not
tuned.
today.
That's
Not
going to be a
today.
big pose
Possibly
day
next,
for Terry and myself.
Oh, if that's for next week, you guys are just going to kill me. If that's our guest review for next week,
I'll start prepping now. But as you can see, it's a beautiful figure. They all look so good together.
Yeah, everything about it. Awesome. Okay.
Somebody gets to win this.
So, and yeah, there's going to be some winning going on today. I know that we've got I know that we've got that Gleam contest going on still. So we're waiting for a winner on that, obviously. So for that, just go to side.show Iron Man /Iron Man giveaway, Iron Man 85 giveaway. That's right. Thank you so much. And again, like we said, that's and due to international giveaway laws, we can only offer this figure as a prize to someone within the United States. And we've actually wrapped the giveaway.
All right.
And so it is time now. It looks like we're about ready to actually announce the winner for the Guess the Reveal contest.
For Guess the Reveal?
Paul?
Okay.
Yes. I know everyone has been waiting to know who's won the Guess the Reveal as well as the Mark 85 giveaway. And you're going to have to wait a little bit longer because we actually have a couple of questions for Guy and Terry about the Mark 85 first.
Yes.
Sure, hit me, yeah.
Everyone wanted to know, and again, Terry, you haven't personally been able to get your hands on the Mark 85, but people wanted to know.
Sure, rub it in.
As far as articulation, as far as the weight of that diecast, what the Mark L versus the Mark 85 are like. What can people expect? Because I think the Mark L is what is most recently in people's minds right now. Maybe it's the one that's most accessible for them. So maybe Guy can speak to that.
Well, I think this is a great one that you brought up, Paul, because Terry in hand has his Mark 50, and I have the 85. So
now, if we could just reach through the internet,
reach through the internet there. We need those portals that open up, like they spin, and you get to go to different places. I don't know how they make those, but those things.
Well, they use a sling ring.
Yeah. But for me, they both have an incredible amount of articulation, and each time they get the smoother suits. The 50 was a very smooth, sleek suit, and the 85 is a very, very sleek suit. So I think that as far as range of motion, you're going to have a huge range in both of these over some of the larger, clunkier suits. I'm not sure if one you would say, I don't think one outshines the other and having much, much more or anything like that, Terry. Mm-hmm. Now, you've got the 50 in hand.
And so far as weight is concerned, though, I think I'm just doing a little bit of quick research here, actually, and let's see what we got.
Well, what amazes me is just how well, of course, I just bonked him over when I went to go move him, is that being a die-cast figure and the weight. While Terry and I have been doing this, we haven't used that stand at all. I very rarely use my flight stands for the die-cast figures because they are so weighty. Now I'm looking here, and it seems like if the product pages are to be believed, then the Mark 50 weighs in at a hefty 6 pounds. I think that must include the box. So when you include the packaging when you include the packaging, that's a 6 pound box and a figure within. The Mark 85 comes in at 5.65 pounds, and I'm again also assuming that factors in the box. A lot to be included in there, but it almost seems to me like they're pretty darn close in weight, and if anything, the Mark 85 is just a little bit lighter. Yeah.
And
both of those, between the accessories you have here and the accessories that you have with the 50, there's so many things and ways that these figures look.
Now, you said there was another question as well. I'm also noticing that somebody just asked if Guy or Terry own Igor. I do.
Yep.
But were there any other questions apart from that, Paul?
No. I think the Guess the Reveal winner and the Mark 85 winner have been chosen And we'll let everyone know in just a couple of minutes. Can we go to commercial break? Is that
There's
something
no
we can
commercial
do?
breaks on the show.
we go to
Paul.
commercial
I feel like
That's not something
I
we
feel
do.
like Ryan Seacrest
Why
in
are
his
you doing
prime.
this to me?
Again, some of the only other questions, Guy, that we had is about the leg, some of the leg panels where those batteries go, if those are similar to other Iron Man figures, and if they pop off just as easy.
Yeah, I'm. Remember we talked about this little tool here that they'll give you.
Yes.
Okay, that's one. I've talked on the show before about how I'll use the coffee sticks, the wooden coffee sticks. Anything that's not going to leave a scratch, but boom.
Oh,
Again,
that's hot. Nice.
pegged in there, but it does hold on nicely. When I first took them up, because of how sleek it looks, and you can hear, bam, pops right in there. Make sure, read those instructions. They're going to show you where you lift and press. For the leg ones, you're going to pull right about there, okay? And it's the whole panel down to the knee that goes. Arms is going to be the tricep again. Well, all of these were very, very easy and accessible. One of the things that I found really nice about difficulty with batteries, with this particular head, because we're not seeing a removable faceplate on this one here, sometimes with the removable faceplate, we've had two little magnets in the front that allow the faceplate to go up and down. Well, by doing that, then when we go to put the batteries in there, the battery will fling and get stuck.
It really does. It
on
really
there.
does.
And that can be probably one of the most nerve-wracking things that people have. With this one here, not. So this is going to be, for as many light-up features that it has, one of the quickest battery inserts that you're going to have with any of the Iron Man figures. And bam, look how bright it is. I like how bright that one is.
Starting to get the impression that this is the Iron Man figure to own.
You're talking a huge
there,
culmination, and to get to, the quintessential end game.
And speaking of in-game, Paul, it's been a couple of minutes. I mean, not to keep bugging you about this or anything, but I'm ready. I know everybody else is ready. Do we have? Are we ready to ask them?
Give up my 5 minutes of fame is what I'm saying.
Oh my god!
No, we do have a winner for Guess the Reveal. So the Guess the Reveal is when Terry, who also doesn't know what the figure is, you will win the Figure Fantasy book.
I will.
Which is it's all the Photoshop by Daniel Picard. Yes, thank you, Chris. It's an awesome piece. So congratulations over on YouTube to Matt Schwartz for winning the Figure Fantasy book. And Guess the
Okay, Matt
Reveal.
Schwartz, I'm about
Guy,
to see what we got
if
here.
you'd be so kind.
Oh, wait a
Is that
second here.
Kratos?
Boy.
Mondo's Kratos God
That
of
is
War.
Kratos.
That sure is. Yes.
Nice. We're going to dive into a game.
I gotta say, if the figure is half as good as the packaging, then that's
well.
really
Look at
something to
that.
look
This,
forward to.
when
Are you
they
gonna show me
start,
right now,
when they do, I love that magnetic book style closure.
me too.
You can just hear that.
Me too. Yeah.
Like, beautiful
presentation.
artwork.
I want this.
I love that. Well, that's going to be very exciting. Can't wait
This
to
is
get
gonna-
to
this
that.
is gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be very cool.
Yeah, it
Woohoo!
is.
That's
Have
this
you
is a
played
character
God,
with a
have you
beard.
played God of War, Guy?
For those who may watch this show, know that yes, I do play these games, and I am horrible at these games. When we've had to
You're old.
yeah, when we've looked, but what I do appreciate is I've yet to have to put any quarters into this when I play it, which has been fantastic.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of not having to do quarters in video games. I've come a long way since my days in high school of putting entire paychecks into a Galaga machine.
I have played this particular one. It's an incredible game, and so it's going to be neat to see how we get to move and articulate them, and hopefully recreate scenes that people who are good at the game play, not ones I do, which is mindless walking and things.
Oh,
like
that's gonna be a lot of fun to play with next week. Paul, what's our status on Gleam? Can we announce a winner for the Gleam competition? Who's going to win this Iron Man figure that we unboxed today?
We sure can. So,
Yes.
congratulations to Kean Rodin. That's Keanrodin as the winner of the Mark 85 giveaway. Kean, we're gonna have to see that you're here first. So please, if you are here, make like Horton Hears a Who and say so, so that we know that you are here. You are here, please. Oh, and
he did.
That didn't take long.
She is here. Yes,
Kitchen.
they are here.
Oh.
Congratulations. And again, I am not the son of Thanos. I don't look as good in purple as Guy Klender does. Thank you, everyone.
Oh boy.
But yes, Kean Rodin, email social@sideshow.com. Let us know what you won, where you won it, address and phone number, and we'll take care of you. And Guy or Terry will personally deliver this somehow.
Yes.
So.
Yep. That's
yeah.
I've got nothing else to do. Yeah.
I got a scooter.
Yeah. Or at least if Keen can promise me, like, I don't know, beer when I get there. Or something like that. Yeah. Okay, well,
yeah.
That's just about everything for Unsealed and Revealed this week. We're going to do it next Tuesday. Paul, if you want to just tell people one more time what's up with the Sideshow birthday celebration, that might some people may not know that yet.
I sure do. So everyone, again, right now, this is just this is the second show of the birthday event, but we've got content all week. We've got giveaways, reward codes. You can still register right now. Go to side.show/birthday21 to register. It's free. As soon as you register, you get a $5 sort of incentive. It's $5 in rewards just for registering. Again, 100% free. We give out reward codes and giveaway opportunities exclusively to those who register, so you're not going to want to miss that. We've got a couple of other shows today as well. Let's see. We've got a Cobbled cosplay today. We've got an instant giveaway a little bit later. We've got Cobbled cosplay. Me and Amy Chase are hosting that. Jasmine and Missy are going to be our contestants. And then, of course, every day we have the daily wrap up. And then, of course, next week, you're not going to want to miss all three of us just absolutely nerding out over the Kratos 6-scale figure by Mondo. I know we're very excited, and I'm sure between the three of us, someone will be able to nail that Kratos voice. I'm sure. Probably Terry.
Okay.
I'm
going to spend so much time rehearsing that you have no idea. Okay.
Terry, you get the voice. I'll do the stunt beard. I'll do all of the beard work for it.
I just want to be
I clearly can't nail that. I've only got like a half beard. Like
I'll work on that.
All right, so Kratos next Tuesday. Looking forward to that, and you guys are really pulling out all the stops for the birthday, Paul. It's going to be a lot of fun throughout the week to get us there. Congratulations to both of our winners for today. Who won the Iron Man Mark 85 diecast figure that you're looking at here today, and as well as somebody who won the Daniel Picard book this week as well. That's about it. So until next time, don't forget to let your geek side show.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye-bye. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Grab me some overhead light there.